Hello everyone, this is Jan Cosgrove with another edition of Bognor Herald News View. That's a look at the past week's stories. You can read all the stories for this week on our main page under the Bognor Herald Omnibus. Every day's stories set out for you there. And of course you can also find us on Bognor Herald, One Bognor Facebook. So, while the main story remains, the Alexandra Theatre reclad, tarting up, proposed with government money, all £12 million, by Arun Council. Now, as I told you last week, I put a Freedom of Information request about this, and I received a reply from Arun not a week later or weeks later, which is normal with local authorities, but 2 days later, saying, sorry, we don't hold that information. Now, that seemed a bit odd for a scheme that they put into the government and got £12 million for. So I put in a complaint. You call it an internal review. Well, within a few hours, I got a letter from Carl Roberts, the director of place at, that's not the fish, director of place at Arun Council. And this is what I'll have to read from my screen here, but this is what he said. Confirm what you have been advised. The Council is only obliged to consider releasing information it holds, and any FOI request should set out specifically what the information is being requested. We will, of course, consider answering questions that are asked of us, but that is not necessarily an FOI request. So this is what I actually asked him, and this is what he actually was replying to us. So I'm having to look down at this. Will the work be completed within the curtilage of the current underlease between Whitbread plc and Arun Arts? The exact area required will be shown on forthcoming planning application. If it will require an area beyond that, please define also new leasing arrangements. See one above. Does it cover what was previously the main hall area of the Regis Centre, now occupied by Whitbread's Brewers Fair? Only insofar, as it relates to works to any internal utilities which are shared with the theatre. Not telling us much, is it? Will there be any effect on the number of car parking places in the Regis Centre car park? Unlikely, but see one above. Will there be an increase in non-domestic rate paid by Arun Arts or any other organisation as a result of the completion of the works? Unknown at this time. Will Arun Arts pay any rental to Arun, and will anyone else as a result of the scheme? Currently, no charges to the current arrangements are proposed. This is information they said they didn't hold, by the way. So just bear that in mind, won't you? Will the scheme generate council tax or other additional revenue to Arun Council? Other matters are still under consideration. No to council tax. Once the works are complete, will there be an opportunity to make major additions to the theatre above the current building? Not possible to say until the design is finalised. See one above. Number 9. How specific and detailed were the plans submitted to the Levelling Up Fund? In other words, were their detailed plans and drawings, or were the ideas indicative of what could be done, but not specific in terms of, e.g., plans, drawings, costings, etc.? The illustrative material submitted to the LUF is available to view on council website. In other words, no, there wasn't any detailed results. Will the scheme be subject to planning process? Yes. Have actual plans for such a submission been drawn up and completed? No. Have architects been commissioned? Yes. Has a proposal to appoint a firm to undertake the works been undertaken? If not, at what stage is that process likely? He just says yes. So there you are. This is the answers they didn't hold, which they've just given me the answers through their director. Go figure this one, because, you know, what it does tell me is that Arun can do more on that site, but so far has chosen to fob us off with what people have described as polishing the turd, as opposed to gilding the lily. We'll see more on this develop, but with this level of public information and the lack of involvement of the public in terms of asking us what we want, this is, frankly, not satisfactory and, put it another way, abysmal. Now, our Deputy Mayor, that's Matt Stanley at the Town Council, has seen to eye with the Herald. He says the pier should be a major part of regeneration, and he wants to engage in that issue. Well, Matt, the door's open here. You've already responded to me, and I look forward to that discussion. Let's hope we can draw other people in. What I will say is that I'm trying to get hold of John Ayres, the pier owner, because I think he's key to this, and I'm hoping he will see the sense of investment in the pier as an iconic reminder of what Bognor is about. Seaside, fun, and letting your hair down. Poor old Littlehampton Football Club. They lost 3-1 to Port Vale. Newport Pagnell, sorry, Port Vale, in the FA Vars last Sunday. Well done, lads, and sorry you didn't get there, but 3-1 is 3-1. Now, the famous naturalist Richard Williamson has died at Chichester. He was our sort of David Attenborough, and he will be much missed in his local newspaper column. They're setting up a working party to look at access to our beach. One has hoped that it has more use and success than the working party they set up on the presentations that people made about the future of the Regis Centre, which hasn't met. At least this one's going to meet, but you know, what hope do we have that anything will come from it? Many people are saying already, it's Arun, isn't it? Sussex Police, well, they've now joined the national plan looking at removing racism from policing. It's a good objective, and we hope that progress will be made. No police force is without its problems here, and we just wish the people well in taking this forward. Southway School, it's got a good Ofsted report. Well done school, well done pupils, well done staff. Well, if you're at West Beach, Littlehampton, beware the brown-tail moth larvae. Why? Because they can cause you a nasty reaction on your skin. And we don't want you over here, Mr. Moth. Please stay on that side of the river. We're just not keen to see you at West Park or anywhere else. Thank you. Finally, 12,000 trees have been planted in the Southdown area, Southdown Parks area, in celebration of the Queen's Jubilee. There'll be more on the Jubilee next week in our reports, I'm sure. But for the moment, this is Jan Cosgrove saying, thanks for watching. See you soon.